Hello everyone, welcome back to One Minute School. In this video, I'm gonna teach you learn HTML with One Minute School. So this is my first tutorial on understanding the structure of a web page. So let's go. So the first video, I'm gonna introduce the course module. So welcome again to today's lecture on understanding the structure of a web page. In this lecture, I will delve into the fundamental component that make up a web page. Understanding the structure of a web page is very essential for web developers, designers, and anyone interested in development. So, the first thing is, what is a web page? Okay. A web page is a document that is displayed in a web browser. Web pages are written into HTML, that's called hypertext markup language, which is used to structure content on the web page. Basically, it's a fundamental unit of information on the World Wide Web that's we known as WWW. HTML is the backbone of a web page. So, HTML is a markup language used to create the structure of a web page. It uses tags to define the elements such as headings, paragraphs, images, links, and many more. Let's take a closer look at some common HTML element tags. So I'm gonna show you. This is the HTML elements. Here is heading H1 to H6, paragraphs, P, list, links. So this is the first class. So I'm just gonna introduce you with HTML elements and to understand the basic fundamentals to dive in the courses. Now, the document object model, that's we known as DOM, D-O-M. The DOM is represent the structure of an HTML document as a tree of object. It's allowed JavaScript to interact with the content of a web page dynamically. The DOM makes it possible to manipulate web page elements of the fly. So let's go now the basic structure of an HTML document. So look at the picture, guys, that I already created a basic HTML code here. Here is the document HTML and here is the body part and the heading part. So let's talk about the head section, okay? So the head section contains basically metadata about the web page. It's used for SEO. It's included the document's title, characters, encoding, and links to external resources such as style sheets and script. Style sheet, that's we called CSS or cascading style sheet. I'm gonna talk about that. And the next part is the body section. The body section contains the visible content of the web page. It's included heading, paragraphs, images, links, and other elements that users see and interact with. Now, I'm gonna talk about HTML attributes. HTML attributes or HTML elements can have attributes that provide additional information. For example, if we use images element, it has a src. Actually, it's used to define the source. This attribute to specify the image source attributes are defined within the opening tag of an element. So there are many attributes in HTML learning. We learn then in the next classes. So in this video, I'm just gonna introduce you the basic fundamental. Now the part is semantic HTML. Semantic HTML elements provide meaning to the structure of a web page. Sometimes look at the picture that I already provided a demo. Here is the doc type, heading part, body part, and I also marked that header option. Check out the picture. Here is the heading part. So basically there are more than 6 semantic elements like header, navigation, main, section, and footer. We'll talk about part by part in the next tutorial video. So let's gonna dive in the paste, and that's called the designing part of HTML. That's called CSS. CSS for styling. It's basically used for styling. CSS full form is cascading style sheets. It's used to control the presentation and layout of web page element. CSS separates the structure HTML from the style sheet. So to understand better, look at the picture. I created a body, human body. Look at the picture. HTML look like a structure layer, and HTML with CSS is presentation layer. So that's the difference between CSS and HTML. Now let's gonna dive into interactivity. And HTML can't provide the interactivity service. So to make our web page interactivity, we should learn basic JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language maybe used to add interactivity to web page. It can be used to validate forms, create animation, and update content without reloading the page. JavaScript interact with the DOM to achieve these functionalities. Now, we should learn about responsive web design. Responsive web design ensures that web page look and function well on different device and screen size. Technical like media queries and flexible layouts are used to achieve responsiveness. So the next part is conclusion and question. So in this video, we talk about HTML defined and the structure of the DOM, allows dynamic interaction, CSS handles styling and JavaScript, and adds interactivity. So now I will be happy to take any questions you may have about the structure of web page and related topics. So how you enjoy the first tutorial of Learn HTML 1 Minute School, to comment below. If you like my video, should do a thumbs up, and let's see you in the next part of basic HTML learning with 1 Minute School. Goodbye.